how's it going? It's your best friends over here. It's Sach and Primo. We're very excited to be here and tell you about all of what the fuck is going on in the world today. God damn it, from the eyes of me and, of course, Primo.
Hey, the world's fucked up and we're all gonna die.
Yeah. There you go.
Enough about my optimism.
You're an optimistic man. You know that? Has anybody told you this?
All the time.
10:21. We're very optimistic. I see one view has popped up, and hopefully a whole bunch pop up tonight. And we talk about all kinds of fucking smacking shit. You understand? By the way, I mixed up a joint of some Royal Runts, and I topped it off with some Keith. Right over there. Yeah, see?
There you go.
It's the size of the building behind me. Well, the tip of it, sort of. Wait, 1, 2, 3. It's 6. 1 to 5. 6 stories. 6 stories. This thing is. All right. Anyways, all right. So let's take a look here. All right. There's some cool shit on for Insta I saw today, and I don't know if you've heard of this kind of music too. So let's see what you think about this kind of music. And I was thinking this might be some kind of starting music for the show. And it would need some lyrics. So feel free to chime in. So right around here it starts. Sach and Primo show. Sach and Primo show, huh? You get it? Late night laughs. Now you already know. Pull up a seat. Let the real ones glow. Let the lights down low. It's the Sach and Primo show. Sach and Primo show, right?
Yeah.
Roll it up smooth. Let the good times flow. Oh, one deep pull. I don't fucking know. I'm making it up.
People, I think he has smoked some sativa tonight. It ain't
From
bad.
the highs to lows.
It ain't bad.
Yeah, we ride that wave. Late night therapy that you could never pay. Alright, well, anyways.
Not bad. I mean,
Something. I'm sure if I actually put some more effort instead of just being all like throwing it out there, it might be into
very
something.
jazzy.
Oh, hell yeah. We got to keep it first class. What are you going to do? Crazy ass hip hop every time. Gets a little boring. Even Ice-T got bored of it. He started doing rock music and shit, didn't he? And that actually wasn't so bad for the time. It was actually kind of badass.
It was definitely something different.
Yeah. So that's the big stuff there. Yeah, Indian jazz. So that was some cool ass Indian jazz music, and then you got the old head over there taking a real drag of that J. Oh, nice. I'm just flipping through here. There's a strain called Super Tits. We're talking about all kinds of different names of strains. Yeah, this one's called Super Tits.
They got.
Now I want
to try it. I already want to try it.
Yeah, you do. I'm sure you do. Do you know why? Do you know what Super Tits is a mix of?
I love titties, and I hope I'm going to love this mix.
You know, oh, I think you're going to fucking be so surprised with this mix. Super Tits, you see that?
Yeah. Yeah, what's it a mix of?
Keep looking.
Go fuck yourself.
Halle Berry and Super Boof. Hey, listen.
I swear on everything fucking holy. If you fucking get that shit and sneak that in me, I swear to Christ, I love you, bro. I want to fucking turn around and sock you in a fucking arm.
Well, I think what we're gonna.
Yusuf Bai make very nice perfume.
Well, yes.
That's such a fucked up name. Why would you call that suits? What the fuck? What that?
I don't know. Listen. I don't know where they come up with these fucking names. Yesterday we learned about frog poison, and then and then toad venom, or I can't even keep track of half of these fucking names. You know what I mean? By the way, on a side note, this is really big news. So there was this like confrontation that had happened. Do you see this right over here? It's confrontation.
How do you like the party, brother?
and this confrontation.
I am telling you, man.
Like Steven Seagal
I can beat his ass up. That jabroni is telling everyone that he can beat you.
You believe that shit?
You are making a mistake. I challenge you to a real fight.
I think this actually did happen, though, didn't it?
Yeah.
So be a man, and let's do it.
Yeah, and all he did was kick him once, and the guy got knocked out. Ha! See, there we go. Ha! There we go. See, he did it. That's right, guys. Ain't that some shit? But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. That and then this thing too. Isn't this
Barber
so
shops
funny?
have your pictures. And this one I found in Bombay has a picture of you for a hair transplanting. They did a before and after because you have the perfect hair. I don't know if you can see this, but...
You see that shit? Yeah, I mean, you watched the show for fucking years, and somebody hijacked his face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's and a shout out to that barbershop because it still looks great today. Whatever. Yeah, hold it up one more time. Ant's got to get a look at this. It's yeah. So this was an actual. Yeah,
that was super funny. I thought that was so super hilarious.
That dude was really.
Yeah.
Jesus, he was wheezing laughing.
Yeah.
You good? You got all serious there.
No, I'm just trying to figure it out. That's all. I'm just texting someone at the same time while talking to you and burning a J and trying to pull up some interesting things here. Like, for example, you're going to find this really interesting. And a lot of people, if you're a Sopranos fan, hello, it's Vince Curatola and Federico Castelluccio.
Oh,
I thought I was thinking Castellucci, but no, it's Castelluccio. What's included? 3-course meal, 2 photo opportunity, 25-minute Q&A, and autographs will be available for purchase. You understand?
Nice.
Oh. And in some of the comments, I see, hey, give me $1,000. $1,000 more? So yeah, I see that in there. So it's probably going to be $1,000 more for a picture than he says it is.
I mean, you know, it's still not a deal.
Yeah. Oh, chiropractor. So there was this one chiropractor I wanted to show you for your bad back. He helped this lady quite a bit because at the end of this video,
hurricane kicking coming.
see, there you go.
Therapy complete.
There was that one, or like this one over here.
All right, sir, just relax. This might feel a little different.
Whoa! Oh my God, I feel amazing!
Well, I hope your retirement check can cover that.
You see that? So those are the 2 people that were highly recommended in the region for your back instead of the weed.
I was just sitting here staring at them. I'm like, really?
Oh well. Oh, look at him. He's doing the number 2. Let's see what else is in different news. Oh, I think I know what I'm gonna do here. No, I don't think so. Actually, I think we've gotten through all the things that I threw onto there that I wanted to share today. I don't know. Anything new with watches on your end? My watch that I bought the other day for the show to show people and stuff, and I mean, it's kind of interesting to kind of go through that whole process and stuff. So I went like through the process with Bookum on eBay. They're reaching authenticators right now, and this is after winning it on Wednesday, I think, or Tuesday. So it's at the authenticators by Friday. Which is in Ohio, and then it gets sent directly to me once they authenticate it. I wonder what the process is, too. I'd be interested to know. Do you know anything about the authentication process, or is there a process you would use, and then we could look it up and see how they professionally do it? Like, how do you authenticate a luxury watch?
You know, like, I hate
Based
to
on
say
experience, why don't you tell me? Because you know a lot about watches, and it'll be practical advice. It will be.
I've always just cracked my. I mean, if I've had a doubt, I'll open the watch myself.
Okay.
But I have the skills and knowledge to do that. I am not recommending everybody out there. Oh, go get a case opener or fucking open your goddamn Rolex up there. That's not what I'm saying. This is a different process, being that it was an eBay auction. I mean, I actually like that they're taking that extra bit, send it to an authenticator. Now, who this authenticator is, I have no fucking clue.
Yeah.
But obviously,
all right, so it says. So this is what AI is telling me.
I mean, they're using if eBay in one sec. If eBay's using a service. And they, because they were under scrutiny at one point, because there had been a lot of, counterfeit stuff that sellers had sold and this and that. And so when they finally started that authentication process, I mean, you would have to be somebody, trustworthy, I would think and hope. But yeah, tell me about this process. What do they say?
So it says, I got to go upstairs to check out the kids in about like 15, 20 minutes because one of them's sick. And she's having like fever dreams, so I don't know what's... Yeah, that's fun. So I don't know what the hell's going to happen. But anyways, so I'm kind of monitoring that.
Hey, I mean, you don't got to stay in the ER or nothing, do you?
No, not likely at all. All right, sorry about that. All right, so our first thing over here will be start with the basics, but don't stop here. So it says a real Rolex will have. So we'll have smooth, precise seconds hand sweep. It's not going to go tick, 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 tick right off the bat. And everyone knows that who has some decent knowledge of how to pick this out. But you got to start from the beginning. Look at the fucking hand sweep. If it's ticking, it's not working, man. It's not the right thing.
And here's the other part of that is that, somebody that's been dealing with them long enough like me, I can look at 2 automatic movements and be like, that one is beating it. That one's beating it 4. You can see a difference in the way that the second hand, it jerks a little bit more. Yeah. And that's another thing to be wary of, because if you don't know how the movement is supposed to move, how it's supposed to sound, that's another thing. But keep going.
There's solid weight. Cheap fakes feel light. 100%. That's Red Submariner we talked about. That thing feels light. When I showed it to one of my buddy's friends, he's like, "Oh, it feels light." I'm like, "It's a fucking fake. They're gonna feel light." But I was just showing him for the visual. I'm like, it just looks like a really cool Red Submariner. Those kinds of vintage, specific type pieces are like $50,000. I'm not going to spend $50,000 on a watch. Someone else will, and they're going to enjoy full fucking benefit of it. Hell, they can stick their little pee-pee through the bracelet for all they care. I don't really care. I'm just going to enjoy this little cheap
you don't do
of a
that all the
watch
time with your
for
watch?
the nice looking aesthetic. With my tutor, sometimes, yes.
Understandably so.
Moving on. Flawless finishing, no rough edges.
Just make sure you use the lube and you wipe it off afterwards.
That's right. Well, Vucom, I've heard, doesn't use lube, so there's something
I would
to be
expect
said.
him to go raw. I would expect he looks like a guy that would go in raw.
Okay. Well, I think so. That, and I heard. Well, anyways, flawless finishing, no rough edges, misaligned text, or sloppy engraving. That's the really big thing. They really do a really good job of the lettering. It's not going to be misaligned because they're not going to fucking sell it to nobody. They're going to take it and throw it in the fucking garbage, or you obviously use the parts again. But, sloppy engraving, shit like that. Anything that's sloppy on it, rough edged, misaligned, no. But most modern fakes, it says, can pass this level very easily. And this is just like the first filter. So there's the first one. And there's another three filters we can go through as well. So that's part one. Anything to add?
I mean, there's
just for part one, and then we'll go over part two. You add as much as you want, part 2, 3.
So, I mean, well, that's what I because what I'm going to say may be covered in part 2. So let's go through everything, and then I'll comment at that.
Cool. Rolex engraved serial and model numbers between the lugs with the older model. And on the inner rehaut, newer ones. So numbers should be deep, crisp, perfectly aligned. They can be cross-checked and easy to read. Yep. So it won't be sloppy. They can be cross-checked against production years and model specs. Mismatches are a red flag. Professionals can compare these against known Rolex databases and production patterns. Isn't that fucking crazy?
That's where, I mean, that's one of the things I can comment right there, that unfortunately there are some unscrupulous sellers out there that they might get a, let's say, used Rolex date just that's a 2019 year model, so fairly newer.
Yeah.
Well, you got to remember that every part of a Rolex is valuable. The case, the part that holds the watch, that's valuable. Gold, it's still valuable. It's an authentic Rolex part. The band is valuable. The crystal is valuable. The dial, just the face of the watch without the movement, the fucking dial is valuable. So a lot of unscrupulous people out there will get that real date just and strip that bitch down. And then they'll aftermarket case, an aftermarket crystal, an aftermarket band, an aftermarket dial, and they'll put it all back together and they'll sell it to you for that same price as that watch would go if everything was authentic. And you're going to get it, and you're going to take it to your local jeweler that is going to do nothing more than open the back up and be like, oh, yeah, that's a real Rolex move. Yep, that's real. No, it ain't. No, it fucking ain't. Your movement is real. The rest of your watch is fake. It's aftermarket. You're going to get so much less because any regular seller prides themselves on everything being they'll buy that watch Because if you're somebody like Vukum, you know you can very well, you're in the Diamond District. All you got to do is go down the street, talk to any one of those people. Hey, I need a case for a 2019 date just. Oh, this guy got the case. That guy got the band. That guy got the crystal. And you have a dial already. Well, there you go. The watch is back to being an authentic piece. How much did that guy have to put back into that watch to get it to that point? So...
That's true. Yeah, that's important. You gotta, yeah. And then let's see, re-hot engraving, modern Rolexes. On newer models, the inner ring, the re-hot, has. So on the inside, so you're looking at the watch. There's your face. On the inside, there should be an engraving, repeated Rolex engraving. It says Rolex. Serial number at 6 o'clock. This should line up perfectly with dial markers. Misalignment, fake, tampered. Okay? The Cyclops lens, magnification. That's the next one. So you've talked about this too. Before, not now.
2.5.
Yeah, the date. Yeah, exactly. The date magnifier should be 2.5 magnification.
It look
Real
like
Rolex.
it's going to jump out at you. Like it should be that big through that Cyclops. It should look like it's going to jump in your face and tell you it's the 24th. You know. Yeah. What else?
Cyclops lens magnification. So real Rolex fills the window cleanly. Fake often 1.5x or it's distorted. This is one of the quickest tells on two of these particular Rolexes. Do you want to say it? Two Rolexes that this is the quickest tell on.
What, the Cyclops?
Cyclops lens magnification. This is one of the quickest tells on the Submariner. Yep, that's one of them. Or
date just or Prezi.
Yep, exactly. The date just. Yep. They didn't even mention president. So I think the president does too. I think.
I'm surprised they didn't mention two other ones: the presidential and the newer Sea Dweller, like the replica that you got. That Sea Dweller replica. The reason that Rolex for the longest time, real quick little fact, the reason why, if you look at older Sea Dweller models, they have the date, they don't Cyclops. They could never figure out proper adhesive to get the Cyclops lens to stay on past, like, I think it was like 1,000 meters or something. The longest time. So they never did a Cyclops lens for Sea Dweller. Well, new technology, whatever. They did, I think it was either the 50th or 60th anniversary. That's the rep that you have. And they finally were able to get that technology to have that Cyclops lens stay on at those depths.
Yeah.
But it's still the 2.5x. That is Rolex's. That's their. They're the ones that came up with that concept.
Oh. And then there is movement inspection. This is where pros separate themselves. This is the real authentication step. Rolex uses in-house movements with specific finishing and architecture. It's not any bullshit inside. You're not going to get away with it. A watchmaker will open the case back and inspect three things: the rotor engraving, the balance wheel, and the gear layout. Those three things. Fake watches almost never replicate this accurately. So one or the other, something's going to be off.
There's a fourth one too. There's a fourth.
Wait, important Rolex case backs are typically plain and require special tools. Do not try this yourself. What's the fourth one?
They have also at this point, their certain metals are finished a certain way, so they come out different colors. That's another thing that the fakes have not been able to quite nail yet. For instance, the one part of the Rolex, the one spring, it comes out a certain shade of blue inside of the watch. Okay, they can't get that in the knockoff. That is one of the dead giveaways with even the super clones, is they can't get that shade of blue 100%. But a lot of people don't know to look for that. So, and again, even with the movement, one of the things they'd mentioned about the rehout applies to the movements also. And Rolex, being that most of the Rolexes have a plain case back, when you open up a Rolex, the inside of the case back will have the information. Rolex SA, Genève, the model number and all that shit. It'll be inside of the watch, not on the outside. And that's another thing where they don't always get the engraving deep enough, accurate enough, lined up properly. I've seen some of them where they fuck up and, inside the watch, instead of saying made in Switzerland, it says made as Switzerland. Shit like that. So, but yeah, that's the fourth one. Color.
Yep. Color. Yep. That's a huge thing. Yeah, because I see these shows and they always go, oh, well, the watch face color is like a little off. And it's always like, yep, that's the problem. Everything else could be perfect, but when the color's off, then you're like, yep, Oh, okay, last one. One of the, actually, there's a couple of them coming up. This is nice. Lume and materials testing. Rolex uses chromalite. Blue glow, long lasting. Cheap fakes use weak lume. That fade fast. Pros may also test gold composition, sapphire crystal quality, and bracelet construction. Right? Rolex bracelets feel like engineering, not jewelry.
Agreed.
Box and papers, helpful, not definitive. Original box, warranty card, and papers help, but they're also faked. Professionals treat these as supporting evidence only. It doesn't mean, oh yeah, it's real. No, they got to go through the process. Provenance and seller verification. Where it came from matters. Authorized dealer, reputable sellers, or resellers, auction houses like Sotheby's or Christie's. If the story doesn't make sense, use the fucking watch. Right?
Pretty much.
And then you've always said that anyways. And then time grapher analysis. A professional may use a time grapher to measure beat rate, amplitude, and accuracy. And Rolex movements have very specific performance signatures.
The 4 hertz, 28,000 beats per hour. I think it's plus or minus 5 seconds a day. So, and again, as you wear the watch, it may need a servicing and maybe running a little fast, maybe running a little slow, but it's still going to be within a certain range. Whereas if that's not an authentic Rolex movement, then the range could be a lot larger. And if they put it on the time grapher and it shows that larger range, like, let's just say that, it was beating, crazy fast at like plus 45 seconds a day.
Oh, wow.
A Rolex movement would never go that high, I don't think.
Hell no. It's like 1 to 2 seconds or something like that over like, a day? No. Is it a day? Yeah,
Some
1 or 2
movements,
seconds a day.
because here's the thing. An automatic movement goes according to your body and the way you're moving. So if you happen to be, having a really active day one day and you're constantly moving shit and running around, or you're really mad and you just keep talking like that all day, Your watch is going to get more energy. It might beat faster. Those are the movements that's your lesser quality automatic movements that aren't regulated the way that a Rolex is, that aren't tested the way a Rolex is. So a Rolex, yeah, it might beat fast. It might be going 15 seconds a day, maybe 20, but it ain't going to, and if it were to get that high, that's like a watch that has been severely out of service for a long time. That would be a very rare case to the best of my knowledge. But yeah, I mean, there's a real Rolex, which is the world's #1 faked watch. A real one is going to perform a certain way. It's going to feel a certain way.
Yeah.
Even going back to the older vintage models where they didn't always use solid links, it's still going to have a certain feel to it. You're going to know you have a Rolex in your hand.
Right.
That's the best way I can put it. I mean, like, if you felt one, you've handled them, you understand what I'm saying, and you'll know it to be true.
It says, well, the gold standard is this. So if you want absolute certainty, we've talked about all these different things, take it to an authorized Rolex dealer, AD is what they're called, or certified watchmaker trade in Rolex servicing. They'll combine all the above, not just eyeballing it, like Instagram experts like ourselves. But that's really the way to do it. You can only go so far with your eye and go over the basics and be like, hey, I think beyond a shadow of a doubt, and at least you won't bring something that's so silly or ridiculous you get laughed out of a AD. You know what I mean? Where they're like, hey, you know what? I see that this watch is ticking. That's very basic. Or it feels very light. Or there's rough edges, misaligned text, sloppy engraving, bullshit like box and paper, some bullshit story. Save yourself the trouble.
And again, unless you really, I mean, hey, if you don't know, that is the purpose of these people. You might not have that trained eye that's seen as many of these things as we've seen.
Yeah.
That's why they're there. Go to the authenticator. If you really have that doubt in your mind after getting it, go to the authenticator and get yourself that peace of mind, because hey, like, I get it. And so does Sach, I mean, you get into the realm of, Swiss, Japanese luxury timepieces, you're talking about some cash. I mean, yes, you can get very good quality Swiss watches, Swiss made, automatic, for $500. Then there's ones for $1,000. There's ones for $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000. I mean, and the list keeps going. And and any one of those, the $50,000 watch might not be anything for the guy that's making $10 million a year, but for the guy that's making $500,000 a year, he might have to think twice about that, even. So what I'm trying to say is, at every level, it's a good amount of money. It's to be respected, and you should have complete confidence in where you're buying from. That's one thing. I personally would say, if you don't feel comfortable, when you go to that AD or the website or the seller, whatever the case might be, if you yourself don't feel comfortable, don't do it. Go to where you feel comfortable. That might mean spending $200, $300, $500, an extra $1,000. But if that extra $1,000 is going to give you 100% peace of mind, you're already in it for that much. Spend the extra bit. Have the peace of mind. You know? I mean, and even something different, you know, looking at what we refer to, excuse me, you know, in watch collecting is naked watches, which is a watch without its original box or original papers. Some people are okay with that as long as it's from a trusted source. Other people are like, no, 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 I need the box and papers. Again, you respect both. If you need the box and papers, then you know you're definitely going to pay more. I mean, you could have two of the identical same watch, and one of them's naked. One of them has the original box and papers. That one with the original box and papers will always be more, no matter what. Especially if you're getting into, you know, the higher end timepieces. A naked watch is always going to go for less, and that's kind of the appeal to them. You know, in my opinion, if you're going to somebody like Vukum, he's a trusted seller. He's an authorized. You know, I mean, he's been in the game. He knows what he's doing. He has a great reputation. You buy a naked watch from him, and you're going to be, you know, good as gold. But you know, some people even still they're going to know I need the original box and original papers. You know, you'll pay for it. But that being said, you know, especially depending on what type of watch you're looking at, the used market is full of amazing timepieces and amazing bargains if you're at the right place and the right time. But definitely always curious to hear what, our viewers out there, what your, you know, pieces you're looking at, what you're looking at getting into. And as always, if you have any questions, excuse me, I do apologize. It was a long day at work today, but these things happen. So I kind of zoomed out there for a second. Happens to the best of us. Definitely very interesting to see this rescheduling of our favorite plant. Curious to see what changes that's going to bring, if there are going to be anything that's actually going to benefit the industry and not just the, you know, big wigs that, you know, have the biggest stake, you know. An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Fantastic. Let's see. Guess we covered that part with the Rolex authentication. So yes, that's what they're going to be doing. That Rolex is authenticating it. So see what that process is.
Well, I guess he kind of just lets you guys know what type of watch he's getting.
Mm-hmm. Well, they don't know anything about it.
They know the brand. They know the brand now.
They don't. I never said what kind of brand it was. I said the authenticators.
Oh.
we're not going to an AD or anything. And we were talking about, that particular brand. I mean, how much does it differ between all the other brands? I'm sure it's fairly similar.
Yeah, yes and no. Here's the thing with ADs, especially when it comes to the illustrious Rolex brand. According to what you hear in the media and what a lot of people, have filmed to be true, they've shown it. Let's say that I get up tomorrow and I buy a Powerball ticket. I hit the Powerball tomorrow night, and I say, I just came into all this money. Sach is my bro. I'm buying us fucking matching rollies. We decide to get up tomorrow, Saturday morning, and you and me go to, whatever the local AD is here for rollie. And we walk in, and, hey, good morning. How you doing? Hey, this is my boy Sach. I'm Primo. Check it out. I got fucking 35K here. I want to buy 2 Submariners right now. One for me, one for him. Oh, we can't sell those to you right now, but we can take your name and put you on a list. It might be about a 2 to 3 year wait. Well, I see them in your case. They're right there. Yeah, but we can't sell those to you. Those are already spoken for. We can let you try it on. And you're going to be like, well, what the fuck? And then you're going to see who has one that I can actually get. And then you're going to come across somebody like Vukum or Moses or, Benny Mazzolito,
Yeah.
And you're not going to pay. Like, I don't even know what the MSRP from a Rolex AD for a sub is right now. But let's just use 15K as an example. Let's say that's what it is. If the MSRP at a Rolex AD is 15K, you are not going to touch that watch anything less than 18, if not 20.
Ooh, nice. Look at that. That's interesting. I like the color and all that, but Just 41. Exceptional watches.
The one they released this year, the date just with the green ombre dial looks really nice. Well, that's the new Prezi and a new shade of rose gold that they came up with. Yep, right there. Green dial.
Very solid date, just.
Beautiful piece.
The ladies' date, just. A mariner. Deep sea dweller.
Which one? There we go. That's still such a beautiful watch.
Like this. Very nice. I like how they allow you to. It's so cool. Does it tell us how much they are? Probably not.
There should be a thing at the top there. They should have their lineup.
Nope.
Hold on, let me look here. Yeah, bro. Like you click on the two lines on the left side. The Rolex watch is an accessory. Hold on. Yeah, okay. So when you scroll, like you're on the Submariner page,
Mhm.
go to the Submariner watch.
Okay.
Scroll down. Not
Okay.
that fast. Scroll up to where it says "Discover the watch" right there. No, you just where it's Submariner. You're going right over it. Right there. Go to the left. There you go.
10 G's. Well,
So okay, the list price on it at an AD is $10,050. You're not to touch that watch. I guarantee you, brand new, $15K.
why?
Because of that waiting list at an AD. If you don't already have an established relationship, you know that you're one of the people they call up, like, "Hey, we have some Submariners. If you want to pick one up." You know, if you're not one of those people, you're not getting that watch.
So how do you start out becoming one of those people?
You basically, I mean, you can ask them. They may have some models for sale, but almost 90%, it's not going to be what you're looking for. Like you'll go in looking for a Submariner, and they'll be like, "Well, we don't have any of these, but if you're interested, we do have some 36 millimeter two-tone day dates or two-tone date just."
Huh. Yeah, they have date just there, definitely. The one I went to had a date just with diamonds for numbers. They wanted like 10 for it.
Yeah. So they'll have something like that, but they won't have what you're looking for. Like you're not going to be able to go in and pick up a land dweller. That's not happening.
Ladies say to $54,000. Holy crap. Wow.
Yep.
That's the baller one, too.
I mean, gold is just anything gold anymore is just insane. I mean, I cannot believe it is as high as it is.
Configure your Rolex. Huh. Wow. Material. Ooh, yellow gold, huh? Ooh, yeah. They do have the green ceramic available as well.
Oh yeah, I mean online they'll say everything's available, but try to actually get it for that price.
11.9.
You ain't touching a fucking Kermit for 11.9.
No.
Is that Kermit or Starbucks? I can't tell. Either way.
How many watches do you think it would take for you to? So let's just say I want a Submariner date like that. So I should go down to the AD. Like, I want this watch. I'm gonna have to wait about 2 years, you figure.
Either you about 2 years, and you're still gonna have to at least buy probably some type of date just that you really don't want.
Okay.
Just to get your foot in the door. If you want to get in with an AD.
Gotcha.
You know, or you could just bypass all that shit and go to somebody like Vukum or Moses. Hey, I'm looking for a brand new Submariner, 2025 or 2020 full set. Call me when you find one.
Gotcha.
And like I said, they'll call you, but you will get, I guarantee you'll get a call back. But don't be expecting them to be like, oh, yeah, it's only going to be 12 grand. Nope. It's going to be at least 15. You know, in certain models, it might even be more.
Huh.
You know, everybody wants the Land Dweller, you know, right now. So that one has a heavy premium on it. You know, Daytonas are always, you know, a hot seller, especially if it happens to be, you know, the one they call the Panda with the black bezel and the white dial. I mean, yeah, it's Rolex is a crazy, crazy world to get into.
I can see someone who goes in there, you know, buys into this thing, and then they kind of leverage everything in such a way that they. Fuck is this window? Close that bitch. Where they'll just like resell these watches, basically just you know, they get their foot in the door, and then they continue to buy watches and resell them, flip them. How do they care?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of the ADs where if they sold you, let's say you get in with them and you buy a couple, and then you finally put in a request for one of the crazy, you know, like hard to get ones. You know, like a fucking a platinum date with the ice blue dial and Arabic numbers, you know, and you get it. And then 6 months later, they call you when another one that you wanted, when the Daytona you wanted came in. But you come in and you don't have that Prezi on. They're going to be like, what happened? Where's the Prezi at? Oh, well, I sold it. Oh, well, we no longer want to continue our relationship with you, and unfortunately, we won't be able to sell you this Panda.
Yeah.
They kind of, but there's also, you know, depends on the customer, depends on the level they buy. There's also those customers that definitely do that. The ADs know that they do that, but they spend that much And that's how some of the really, you know, hard sought after pieces end up getting out in the market. You know, and again, up at the top,
Way of
it's not like
finding out based on cereals.
I mean, to an extent, yeah. I mean that's one way, but you know, a lot of the people that get the, you know, as they call them, off catalog pieces,
Mm-hmm.
they're not putting their name. They don't want people to know who has. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it just all depends on which one it is, how rare, how sought after. I mean, when you talk about Rolex,
mm-hmm.
there's so many fucking factors that, like, the people that deal with them,
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty much their number one watch that they deal with. They will deal with other stuff, but they're so focused on knowing everything Rolex that their brain doesn't have the capacity to store the rest of the knowledge. And then you have the flip side. You have people that are like, I will deal with every other watch brand but Rolex because there's just too much. It's just too much.
Could be anything, yeah. I don't know.
You know, I mean, whatever. I mean, years ago, the one place I was working at, you know, that I was managing, it was I'm not going to say the name, but it was a watch company. They sold watches. They did watch repair. I was the store manager, and there was, you know, fine grade watches. And these were the watches that the battery was like, you know, way more, because most of them were luxury. You're talking about like stuff that, like a fine grade watch would be considered a Tissot, Cortina, you know.
Certina, yeah. We haven't talked much about Certina watches, have we? Hasn't been on the radar. It's not even on Joma.
Yeah, no. Teddy Baldassar has them. But you know, but so they have two levels of, you know, there was the fine grade watches that you could work on, whether that be a battery, whether that be link removal, and then there was the second tier. Do not touch these watches. They are far too much for our insurance. We can't cover them. Oh God, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't even take a link out of it. And of course, Rolex was most definitely on that list. One day, now, if you know about Rolex, especially newer models, they're like most higher end watches. They have a screw. You got to be a world class stonad if you can't take a link out of that. I mean, it is not a screw. Anyway, I get that a lot of people don't want to fuck up their jewelry or whatever, and that's why they come to professionals. I get that. This guy come up to me visually distraught.
Okay.
It's like, I was like, hey, how you doing today? What can I do for you? He's like, God, I hope you're the one that they told me to come see. You know, the people over at Jared couldn't help me out. And they told me to go to the kiosk in the mall to the Indian guy with a ponytail. I'm like, yep, that's me. What can I do for you? He's like, I just got a watch off of Bob's Watches, and I need some links taken out. But nobody wants to touch it. I'm like, oh, yeah, you got a Rolex. He's like, how'd you know? I'm like, you said Bob's Watches. Do the math. Said Bob's Watches, and nobody wanted to touch it. That equals Rolex. Take it out. Let's see what you got. Got a beautiful two-tone yellow gold stainless steel Yachtmaster. Fucking
nice.
Gorgeous watch. And it's like, I'm like, try it on. Let me see how many links you need out. Like, oh, you just need 2 links out. He's like, I can go around and do some shopping if it's, you know, if you have time. I'm like, I'll tell you what, would you be able to do me a small favor? He's like, well, what do you need? I was like, could you go grab me a cup of coffee?
I thought you were going to ask him a pack of smokes.
No, he's like, nah. He's like, a cup of coffee. I was like, yeah, just go to the Gloria Jeans and just tell them it's for the watch guy. They know they'll make it for, they'll put everything in it. Yeah, sure, I got you. Comes back with the coffee. I'm like, there you go. He's like, you already took the links out? Yep. Try it on. Tell me how it fits. Oh, it's perfect. I can't. Oh my God, you made my day. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm like, congratulations. I'm glad I could help you out. What do I owe you? I was like, honestly, sir, I'm not even supposed to work on those here. We're technically not allowed. So, and it wasn't a big deal for me. You grab me a coffee. Have a nice day. He's like, oh, no. Throws a fucking C note on the counter. He's like, you go have a nice dinner tonight, son. You earned it. Have a great evening. I got to pay me $100 to take out 2 fucking links from a watch because nobody else will touch it. That's the level of intimidation and rep that the crown has behind it to something. I go, oh. I get it. It's a Rolex, but it's a watch. At the end of the day, is the Rolex and the Timex both do the same fucking function. They tell you what time it is. Okay? Obviously, we all know the Rolex is a fine timepiece. You know what I mean? But, it's still a timepiece. And it's a fine timepiece. It is a fine handmade Swiss timepiece, which means this isn't something you just slap it on your wrist to keep wearing it. Everything gotta be. It's like a fucking car. What do you do with your car every fucking 3,000 to 5,000 miles? You take it in for an oil change, don't you? 3 to 5 years with a Swiss watch. Yeah, every 3 to 5 years, you want to take it, get it cleaned, get it serviced. You do that, that watch is going to you'll be giving it to your kid who'll be giving it to your grandkid.
That's true. Yeah, you can give your watch for generations and stuff like that.
Patek Philippe, for a long time, that was their tagline. Patek Philippe's tagline was, you never merely own a Patek Philippe, comma, we take care of it for the next generation. What a fucking line to have for your company. My God. You don't just own it. You take care of it for the next generation. And you're talking about a fucking watch. That again speaks volumes to the quality and legacy that come. I mean, then they're the epitome of they're part of the Holy Trinity, so to speak, of Swiss watchmaking. Do you know the Holy Trinity?
No, please explain the Holy Trinity of Swiss watchmaking.
What is considered to be the Holy Trinity, and I don't even agree with it completely, with, Patek, Audemars, Vacheron. Those are, or is it Breguet? One. I can't remember it. And that's just it. That's it right there. Patek, yes, 100%. If there's a lot of reasons that I feel Patek earned that title of being the even within the Holy Trinity. So I think they're the epitome. Because if you look up like the Patek Philippe Super Complication. I believe it was Philip Graves. That was the most complicated pocket watches ever made. It was made back in the 30s, and the type of complications that it had, there's watches today that haven't been made with those complications in it since then.
Okay.
And this was made in the 30s. It's that I believe that was the most expensive watch that ever sold at auction. I think it was something like $24 million. You'll be able to find images if you pull it up. Just look up most expensive Patek ever sold at auction. It'll be a huge, like even a pocket watch, it's the size of the guy's palm.
Yeah.
It's fucking massive. It had world time, local time, perpetual calendar. On the back of the watch, it had a thing that calculated the position of the stars above that guy's penthouse in New York City. The watch was made in the 30s, people. This is before fucking computers. So that's why I feel Patek has earned that. They've always had high complications, beautiful timepieces, exquisite quality, as has Audemars, but that's where the third slot and even Audemars tuning, like, there's so many other watch companies, even within Switzerland, that have done so much more in the industry. Breguet would be one of them. Blancpain is another one. I mean, there's it's one of those where things like that in the world of Swiss watches are always going to be debated, and some people really, really get into it, and they have their strong standpoints, and they're going to die on this hill, and that like, it ain't that serious to me. If you feel that Audemars Piguet is the epitome of Swiss watchmaking, and they're better than Patek, I salute. That's your opinion. There you go. Whatever makes you happy.
Right.
For instance, my boss.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. I love him to death. He's very blessed.
All right.
Wake up tomorrow and say, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna buy me a Prezi. He can do that. He can do that. He can do that. That being said, you will never see a Rolex on that man's wrist. That is not his. That's not his personality. That's not his aesthetic. His favorite watch brand happens to be 7 Friday.
Okay.
He likes he's more in for the aesthetics of the watch. He's going to go for a unique design, something that is avant-garde, that is not the norm, that is not the simple old watch. That's what he likes. Now, me personally, I guess you would consider me a purist.
Purist, huh?
To me, I like the very traditional Submariners. My favorite, that started it all for me, basically. To this day, one of my favorite iterations on a dive watch, stainless steel, black dial, black bezel, white markers.
Okay.
Just like the Longines on my wrist. And that's what I like. And I'm probably going to end up with, the way I'm building my collection, probably 3 to 4 watches that are going to have that same exact color pattern. And to a lot of people, they'd be like, oh my God, that's practically the same watch. No, it's not.
No.
My Longines will be
It is
different
not.
from the Horus. It'll be different from the fucking Pelagos. It'll be different from the Submariner. So few.
Yeah, they're all very different watches. It's true. The Pelagos is very light, super light watch.
I mean, like you barely feel
really
it on
nice.
your wrist.
Yeah. Oh, I love the feel of it. Yeah, that was one of the comments I had. I tried it on.
If I happen to come across a used one when I'm in the market later this year,
yeah,
that would be wow. That like I would be so overjoyed. Okay, if I could, get my Pelagos with the black dial. Oh man, I'll be so fucking geeked. If I could find a used one with a box of papers, I'm in seventh heaven. But I'll be in the same seventh heaven if I get the fucking GMT Pepsi. And to be honest, I get that. You know why? And this is going to be a reason to you, maybe. What's the one watch that one Rolex right now that people are freaking out trying to get their hands on because it was continued?
The Batman.
Nope.
Pepsi.
Yep.
Pepsi, sorry. Batman, sorry. Pepsi.
So why don't I just go and get the fucking Pepsi bezel that's basically still a Rolex, and then I can know somebody else is running around like fucking crazy chickens with their heads cut off, dropping 25, 30K. How about I just go out and get the same exact watch for 5K, basically?
Yeah, you think so?
The only difference is that however many years ago, whenever Rolex decided to switch from the aluminum insert on the GMT to the ceramic,
Right.
up until that change, that was basically the same watch. Like when you buy a Tudor, you're getting Rolex engineering. Granted, the movement might not be stamped Rolex, but guess what, people? That's a fucking Rolex movement. I'll ask you a question that I already know the answer to.
Yeah.
Does your Black Bay GMT have a 70-hour power reserve?
Black Bay mine? I don't have a Black Bay GMT. Oh, sorry. Yeah. What am I talking about? Yes, it's it is a 72-hour reserve, isn't it? I think it's 70 or something like
70?
that.
I thought it was 7. Hold on.
I think it's 72 for some reason.
What is the power reserve on a Tudor Black Bay GMT?
The Tudor Black Bay GMT has a power reserve of approximately 70 hours, meaning it can...
I win! Sorry, I'm still a little kid when it comes to shit like that. Like, I was right.
I choose.
That's the Ganu Maharaj.
Shut up, bloody. All right.
Whoa.
Anyways,
Bloody.
we're approaching the end of the... Ha! What now?
Bloody? Why don't you play the bloody song?
Why?
Why not?
Because you fucking guy. I don't know. Yeah, you can play the song. This is his song that he likes to listen to. Motherfucker. Yay.
I wake up every morning.
Ladies of the night, they are so tight. Ladies of the night, They
Well, you
love
must be
the
lucky. Which ones did you find?
What? What are you laughing about? You love that song.
You were singing "Ladies of the Night." Oh, they're so tight. Make a pants with. You're very lucky. Kitty kitty kudiya mil gaye tonu. You find
Yeah. I don't know. I see. Look, listen. I make these songs up so that you can enjoy them.
ऐसा लगता है कि तुझे कोई नवी कश्तियां मिली है. She must have been new on the job.
Maybe. You know, you keep laughing over there, but I'm being serious with you.
That's a very serious matter.
It is very serious matter that they can take you to the courts in India, where you belong. Huh?
Oh God, the shit that they can take you to fucking court for in India is fucking scary, bro. This man has defamed our village, and therefore he must be castrated. Like, wait, what?
Yeah, we're going to burn his penis off. Oh, hey, oh. Ooh. Penis was burnt off. Ooh. You laugh now, but later, penis burn, then cry.
Even here, all these years later, it's in the DNA. Even in telling a story, there's still that urge to start singing a song for what seems like no reason.
Well, then I would say to that I am proud of you. Understand?
I mean, I've just randomly burst out into song and dance in the middle of an argument. You know, I don't know about anybody else. Bancho, I'm going to kill you. Nah, I'm going to kill you. But first,
It's true. I have a question. Does LAX have like a smoking section or something like that over there?
Not to my knowledge. I never flew out of LAX.
Because, see, my question would be no smoking indoors. No smoking after security. God damn it. This includes cigarettes, vaping, and even cannabis. It's federal property. Shit.
Yep.
Where you can smoke. Go to a designated outdoor smoking area before security. Curbside. Shit. You know how many airports I've been to where I go outside curbside and I smell weed? It's funny as hell. People do that all the fucking time. It's crazy. It's funny as hell. Anyways, outside each terminal, arrivals and departures level, I've done it before outside in Vegas too. And same thing in San Diego. And then I just, I threw them away, And then,
the only time I've ever done anything like that, like near an airport, was when I was leaving Amsterdam. And it was a fucking Amsterdam.
Well, everywhere it's legal, wherever it was. In Vegas, legal. Like California, legal.
When I left Amsterdam, me and my boy fucking walked to the airport, and as I'm smoking a cigarette like this, walked up to finished our J outside and put it on the ashtray and walked right in. And nobody saying shit.
Yeah, I mean, really.
I wouldn't mind going back there at this point in my life, like just for a general, like I'm going there to see.
Touring, you said.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind going there for the culture, the beer, the art museums. You're actually going there for the coolers. Yes.
Of course.
Yes. He looks into the camera with the most innocent expression. He looks like a virgin with a bone. And a very Siamese cat type eye shape.
Why? What the fuck Disney movie is that shit from with the cats? We are Siamese, if you please. We are Siamese.
It doesn't exist. It's kind of like that Sinbad movie. That don't exist. You made it up in your head.
No. No.
Yeah, you ain't crazy. You are the Siamese person that makes this shit up.
What Disney movie is the song about the Siamese cats that has the line, We are Siamese, if you please.
And then it's gonna be like, I can't tell you that because you're
It's
driving.
Cat Song with the lyrics,
Like,
"We
I'm
are
not driving.
is from the 1955 Disney movie Lady and the Tramp.
Oh!
Siamese cats.
Oh!
So put that in your fucking hookah and smoke it.
Listen, I'm gonna need you to stop this madness. I'm really enjoying this joint. This is fantastic. I'm glad that I'm sharing this joint with you. Do you understand?
I might have to
Hello?
have my boy Grit get some more of this shit because I didn't even get a chance to. I didn't have enough to smoke with you. I like
That's
one
true.
little nug. This from Rhythm,
Yeah.
a strain called Velcros.
So while you're taking a drag of that smoke, I wanted to point this out. You know, everybody should have a friend like you, or well, basically, a friend like Paulie. You understand?
I see them, but I don't believe them.
Did I say that everybody needs a friend like you or Paulie?
A Jew
Here, I'm gonna play it again.
with the black clothes and the curls and everything.
They're called Hasidim. I see them, but I don't believe them.
Commendatore. Steroid.
A Jew.
Oh yeah, like I said, everyone needs a friend like you or Paulie.
Yeah, how many are Fremmerstein?
It's true. Hamina.
I got
While
Johnny
we're on
Cochran right here for you, you cocksucker.
While we're on that note, Primo, I just wanted to say, bring back this feeling. And I want our viewers to feel good and warm and fuzzy inside, just like I did when I watched this. This was an awesome little clip. It's about Miami.
And they're like, oh, you wouldn't believe it, Dad. It's Mom. We were talking to Mom. We know it's her. It has to be her.
This was the 80s, 1985. Miami weekend. Let's say we take back what's that? The world's yours, Primo. The world's yours.
Beautiful, but I'm glad we're here.
Tina grabs a knife off the kitchen counter and
Yeah, I
she's
thought
like,
that
we
was
have to go
cool
into the
as shit,
basement.
So that was that.
I so wish I would have been like around at that, but like my age now.
Yeah,
What a
right?
What a fucking time, man. I mean,
Yeah.
it
What?
just
A fucking time, guys.
there was just such opportunity, and you know, I mean, again, God, I wish my dad would have been a little bit more stereotypical like some of the other Indian guys. He was, you know, my dad, God rest his soul, and my mom, I love her to death. They have been humble to a fault. Like, God bless them. They always, always, always sacrifice for their kids. Okay?
Yeah.
But they never did shit for themselves. And that was my biggest complaint. Like every other fucking Indian man. The minute they came to this country, busted their ass, and they finally hit that point where they had money.
Yeah.
I need Mercedes right now, matching, one for me, one for my wife. We need Rolex. She needs Louis Vuitton bag. I need Armani suit. And we are going to Mandir. Hello. Okay. My dad And my
We're
mom
so fucking baked right now. It's insane. Yeah. What do you say? 80s, baby. Where are the black people? What the fuck? Where are the Indian people? What the fuck? So there's like not dead in the 80s? Like didn't exist? No, what the Middle Eastern people, man? That's fucking weird. How in the fuck? There's all white people in Miami. Man. How about the Latin people? How about them? Fuck. Man, I am fucking baffled.
Yeah, I was
So
like,
like
in
the
the middle.
80s was so great because there's fucking white folk? Is that it? So that's what motherfucker seems to my brown ass. How about you?
Well, I was in the
That's
middle,
Foot
like,
over there. Hey, Foot, motherfucker. What you think about that shit? Sorry.
I was like literally in the middle, like talking and saying a story, and you just went on about how you're baked and fucking Miami and shit. You good?
Listen. All I'm saying here is a couple of things.
Well, throw Miami back on.
No, it's okay. You wanted to talk about something.
I was in the middle of a story, but I don't even remember what I was saying. But
Yeah.
you know,
Now you've got my full attention. Here you go. All right. Well, do you remember what you were gonna say, or?
no, I really don't. It's all good.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. I mean, now there's this website called Amazon, and they sell notebooks. You know, people like you and me that smoke this much marijuana sometimes need to take notes. Sometimes we forget.
He's a funny dude.
He laughs now, but later he'll have a book full of thoughts. Primo's personal journal, page 1. Butt sex. Okay. Page 2.
No, that might be was the some of the shit you might
Well,
be
with,
into. I don't know.
well, it's your opinions
Hard
on it. That's all.
things.
So it may be
Hard
negative.
things.
It sounds negative though. You don't like it. I understand. Me neither. Ugh. Anyways, what do you got there?
That's Velcros. That's Blue Flame.
Yeah.
Blue Zushi.
Oh wow. Blue Flame. Where the fuck did you get that from?
Oh, my boy grabbed it from the dispo around here, the medical.
Yeah, boy.
It's a 30.
Why don't you have him on the show so he can do some reviews?
He's I've mentioned it to him. He's a very private guy, unfortunately. I'd love to have him on the show because he's funny as hell when he gets smoking, bro. He's funny.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But,
well, what he could do is like you've seen that movie Point Break. You get like a Ronald Reagan mask.
Oh Jesus Christ! Point Break. God, I haven't heard that movie fucking referenced in fucking forever, dude. Holy shit!
True. Yeah, Keanu Reeves, Patrick Swayze. Fuck yeah, Patrick Swayze was the man in the day, wasn't he?
Curious if they
King Ding-a-ling.
just looking up the menu.
Yeah.
Curious if they have any more of this.
Well, I'm very excited for this.
Yeah, they're It's kind of crazy though. Like, you know, I will say about the medical shit I've seen in PA so far, it has significantly improved since they started allowing flour to be sold, you know, medically in PA. I will say that.
A lot of people in positions in power in Pennsylvania as well. You know, I mean, look, let's be honest. There are a lot of people, not concerning their job or position, that do enjoy a little bit here or there. And it's perfectly fine. It's not like the devil himself, something so evil, came here and put this evil seed. No, it's not what happened, guy. It's not. We found a use for it.
I mean, and again, you know, unfortunately, most sane-minded people get that, but you have these fucking, you know, I don't even know what to call them at this point. Just these like fucking.
They're not given the right information.
Antiquated mentality having motherfuckers like like dude
generation.
You know, like I don't. You can't. First of all, loop all stoners into one group because there's all different types of us. Now you get people like me and Sach. We can wake up at fucking 6 o'clock in the morning, fire up a fat 1 gram joint of some fucking 30+% shit, smoke that with our coffee, and then go about our day. There's people that can't do that, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's all different types of smokers, but you can't loop us all. Now, when me and Sach want to get litty titty, we know how to do that too. That's when we start with the fucking concentrate and the keef and this. And let me tell you, you want to get fucked up, you ain't no 2 motherfuckers out there know how to make a high motherfucker pie like me and Sach. We always have the ingredients for that shit, best believe. But that being said, there's a time and a place for everything. We don't need to get fucking blitzed out our gourd first thing in the morning. But we do like a little buzz. Keeps the anxiety down. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So my point of all that is even a drinker, even they have their couple drinks in the morning, they're still going to be slurring their speech a little bit. You know, you might not even notice unless you really listen to them.
Yeah.
We don't do that shit. We don't have that fucking problem. Stoners are not the same as fucking people that are addicted to alcohol. And my point of making that comparison is that you can go to any fucking bar, any gas station, anything, pick up whiskey, pick up beer. Why are we the ones that are fucking being made out to be like we're the fucking offspring of Satan for fucking smoking?
Well, it allows me to slow down because you can see all the shit that I'm doing right now. I'm browsing Brailsy right now. I'm searching a Jeep rental place. I'm looking at certain flights. This is my life. This is how fucking out of whack my fucking head works. And then I'm on Amazon looking for something now. I was just looking at e-bikes as well. Isn't that fucking crazy? So you're like, well, it slows you down. It kind of just helps me out with channeling all this shit that's going on, so it's not a verbal diarrhea like shit show, you know what I mean? And then kind of like before, how I was kind of messing around, you're like, oh, you're high as hell. Well, that's what I'm not doing as many things. So it's just like now my interest levels are kind of slowing down, and you know I'm not as interested. You know what I mean? It's fucking crazy.
I feel you.
So you can see how in tune I am with this as I'm flipping around and shit like that, doing different tasks. Yeah, there's that. You know, something to think about because some people use this to kind of channel all that energy and thought and focus.
And I don't have that much to spend this week. That sucks.
Huh.
They got a fucking half ounce of animal scalp for $84.
Oh, not a bad deal for you.
Nah, considering it's like a 38 percenter, that ain't bad at all.
That's true. True.
But that's the thing. Like what I was saying about the medical shit in PA.
Yeah.
They've improved, and they've definitely got the fucking potency end down. Like, I mean, it is most definitely medical grade. This is not, if you are a recreational smoker,
Right.
you know, you come home and smoke 1 or 2 bowls, you might have to call off work the next day with this shit. Like, this is not for a rookie smoker. That being said, they gotta work a little bit more on the flavor. Because, like, Michigan, like, bro, you already know the shit we fucking, I mean, that GAN stuff, you know, any one of the GAN strains, whatever it is, that just blows your head out the bag. That shit's so stinky, you know? I mean, our buddy, you know, his shit, I mean, like that fucking Swiss watch, my God, you want to talk about stank.
Yeah.
Shoo. That shit is like, it was funny. Like, I think it was last week. I fucking got up in the morning, or no, because I only got this. Wait, I can't even remember. No, I think it was this past week. Yeah, I had the Swiss watch. I fucking got up, smoked the J, went and, went grocery shopping, got all, a bunch of stuff and everything. Came back home like 2 hours later. Bro, my living room still smelled like that shit. Like, I was like, what the fuck? Damn.
Yeah, sometimes that shit just, right?
Like, I walked in and, I mean, it wasn't like, oh, there's a hint. This was like, damn, who just ground up a fucking nug? Oh, man. I just realized I didn't even fucking eat since I've been home. Ugh. I came home and fucking... it was just one of those days, like I just needed to relax. So made a pot of coffee, rolled up a fucking... I first smoked the J Gorilla Glue 4. Which I was loving that shit. When he said that he was bringing that one back, I'm like, damn, all right. I could do a little retro blast here, and I gotta say, it's a very interesting smoke. Next time you come by, it is not like the flavor is there, but it's not one of those in-your-face flavors.
Okay.
You can tell that this is something from, a few years back. Like, it's not that potent, like, terpene blast that some of the shit is now. Okay?
Okay.
But, man, it's a smooth smoke. And you get done, and you're like, I'm definitely got a buzz. Okay. Sit back. Sip your coffee. Wait a few minutes.
Okay.
And you're going to be like, why am I on, what the fuck? Why am I fucking so, like, heavy? What the... You just get hit all of a sudden with, like, a hard-hitting high. Like, out of nowhere. I mean, it's the definition of an old school creeper. You know, I'm telling you, like it is such a retro. Like if you're an old school smoker like we are, oh man, you will absolutely love this because it just takes you back. It takes you back where you're like, oh, I remember this type of shit. Hell yeah, bro. Because I mean now, like this shit's so hard hitting, you know, like this shit I'm smoking right now. I'm gonna take this one hit and I'm gonna have an instant fucking buzz. It's fucking damn near 38%. Like Jesus Christ. You know, God bless modern technology. I love it. Because I personally like strains like this sometimes. Tonight is one of those nights where I've already done my smoking. Now I just want to take a hit, have a buzz. And when I feel like getting more of a buzz, I'm going to take another hit. Just keep stacking.
Yeah, stacking and whacking.
No compromising.
Yeah, no compromise. And then there should be like some background music, like that.
No compromise, and then just like fucking Kleenex tissue boxes fall from the top of the screen.
Ooh, yeah, Kleenex tissue boxes. That's what it should be, man.
And grilled cheese coming out of radiators.
Radiators, yeah. Grilled cheese and radiators. It's when you know you've done wrong. Like, I gotta change things. Do you understand?
Ooh.
Hello. If you cough one more time, I will be questioning why you're coughing so much.
Well, you see,
yeah,
I'm a smoker.
Mm-hmm.
And that is usually what smokers tend to do is
okay.
Hack up a lung.
Well, I'm glad that you're glad.
I do need to quit the cigarettes. I mean,
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those things where, you know, like this month I hit 25 years clean off of blow. You know?
Okay.
And I'm still smoking fucking cigarettes. You know, I never
highly addictive.
I never believed that shit that they're like, oh, this shit's more addictive than coke or heroin.
It is.
You hear that, and you're like, yeah, fucking right. Nah, bro, real shit.
They put great research into it.
I mean, fuck the. I don't need research at this point. I could tell you that it has taken me years to cut down the amount. That's not forget quitting. You knew me when I had my hookah lounge.
Yeah.
And even now, I'm still on the end of a heavy smoker. But thank God I'm not as bad as I fucking used to be. I mean, dude, like...
You smelled like cigarettes all the time.
When did I not have one lit back in the day?
I don't know. You always had a cigarette lit, this man.
When I was in my lounge, when I would get a pack of smokes, and I can do this because I have an empty pack here. So if this was a fresh pack, most people take the wrapper off and then they leave it like this, so you can open and close it. I would just fucking rip the fucking top off and leave it like that because how long is it gonna last me? It's only 20 cigarettes. And half the time, I hate to say it, that I would smoke that frequently that I might not even use my lighter like on every cigarette. Like I'm smoking this one, I'll finish it, it's getting towards the end, I'll take another one out and use this one to light it.
Yeah.
You know, but And every now and then I'll still get in, you know, like I'll have these like little spurts. And I've noticed it tends to be on my days off when I'm sitting there with, you know, a coffee, especially if it's a good, you know, like, you know, those mornings where you make a really good pot, like you just hit it perfectly. It's exactly the way.
Oh, good. I'm glad that's what happened with you.
Well,
coffee.
I mean, I'm not saying that if you listen to what I'm saying, you know, when that happens,
yeah,
I have that taste and I'm like, oh, this is perfect. And I'm just sitting there watching the news in the morning or whatever the fuck, and I'm sipping smoke, sipping smoke, sipping smoke, sipping smoke. And next thing I know, I woke up at 8 o'clock, it's 9 o'clock, and there's already fucking 4 butts in the ashtray. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, Jesus Christ. Like, okay, I need to chill the fuck out here. But it happens still.
Well, that's something.
Fucking bastards, these fucking cocksucking motherfuckers.
You gonna send them a letter?
Huh?
You gonna send them a letter, the bastards?
I'm not one of those people. Jesus Christ. I thought lights meant a safer cigarette. You fucking stood out. It's goddamn smoke. What the fuck part of you thought that was healthy? Come on. There was that was why. And you're not a smoker, so you probably would have never noticed this.
Okay.
If you look back in like original episodes of Sopranos, you'll see parts where, like, you know, Silvio or Paulie had a pack of cigarettes. Like the episode when they go to Italy. You know, Paulie has I'm pretty sure that he has a pack of Marlboros, and it says Marlboro Lights.
All right.
I forget what year it was they stopped doing that. Now Marlboro Lights are now known as Marlboro Gold.
Oh, really?
Because some people got together and sued the tobacco companies because they even used to have it for a while on the packs of Marlboros on the little, like, you know, that plastic thread. It would have a gold label and it would say, lights do not mean safer cigarette. I'm like, what kind of fucking idiot are you? That really? Fucking how stupid are you? I mean, I've never at one point been like, oh, these are good for my health, or these aren't going to affect me. I know what it is. I'm not dumb.
Yeah.
What can I fucking do? I like the way they smell. I like the way they taste. I know I'm a fucking weirdo. Fuck you. I don't care. You know, it is what it is. I can tell you exactly why they still smell, to an extent, smell good to me, and why the smell of cigarettes elicits a positive feeling in my brain and makes me think of happier times. It's very simple. It took me years to figure it out, but once I finally nailed it, I'm like, oh, that makes sense. And then years after that, when I ended up, you know, going to therapy, I confirmed it with the therapist. And it was about 2 weeks after that the therapist looked at me and was like, you know, you really don't need to be here. I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, you have already done a lot of the work. Like, I'm been basically just bouncing the stuff you've already done off of you. I'm like, how many people have you said that to in your career? She's like, not many. She's like, but honestly, if you need to keep coming here to talk to somebody, by all means, please do. But you're one of the rare ones that you actually understand what's going on in your brain.
Yeah.
I'm not a fucking stenod. What do you want? I ain't a fucking goddamn scumbuddy running around like, you know, what the fuck? I'm a product of the 80s. I figure it out. One of the greatest things my mom ever got me was this book. I can't remember the exact title, but it was like a what's this or what's that. And this fucking book, bro, you think of an item a phone, a car, a fucking men's dress shirt, a necktie, a gun, a refrigerator. It had how they were made, who invented them, the fucking process, a breakdown of the general construction, everything.
Yeah.
In addition to, they provided a very solid foundation for me and my brother. Again, you're old school like me. We didn't have the internet. We didn't have all that shit. We had these fucking things called dictionaries and encyclopedias and thesauruses and things like that we actually had to fucking read the book and actually look up the information. So, but our parents got us that. We grew up, we had 2 sets of encyclopedias in the house, full bookshelves, of all types of literature, ranging from history to, all different types of shit. They provided a very solid foundation for us, but more importantly, they taught us, if you don't know the answer for something, look it up. Figure it out. God gave you a brain. God gave you 2 eyes and 2 ears, 2 hands, 2 feet. Make use of them.
Yeah.
So I did. I'm not no fucking goddamn college graduate over here. I'm a regular guy. I'm a regular fucking literally right now, blue collar guy.
I thought you were going to say a regular book guy. Oh, shit. Blue collar guy.
Why you gotta Why you gotta call me a book guy?
Yo, you said it. I didn't. I heard it.
You know what this means in Italian?
No.
It means a what the fuck.
Oh. Excuse me.
Scusi.
All right, Primo. So, I think we are approaching past the hour mark. What are you going to do
the
now?
hour mark? What are you talking about? We're almost at fucking 2 hours. What are you talking about?
Well, I think we need to get you involved here.
What do you want me to get involved in? What do you want to do? What do you want to do?
I don't know.
Talk about watches.
Yeah, people.
I would love to see, if you would be so kind, pull up exquisite timepieces.
Okay.
Used, and see what they got for Tudors right now. Just curious. Which, by the way, I mean, if you're just looking for a nice Swiss made, if you happen to need a blue dial watch, I'm actually highly debating possibly grabbing that Raymond Weil that's on Joma's shop if they still have it.
You're my shop.
See,
okay, mate. Look.
So
look at Grail Z too. I don't know. He's in Grail Z is one of those sites to check out as well, or no? Speak English.
I have heard of them, but I've never had any experience with them, so I can't speak on that.
All right, shutting that website down. All right, shop all pre-owned watches. We have Omega Seamaster Ultra Deep.
That is a gorgeous fucking watch. Like, wow, that is a gorgeous fucking watch. On that one, actually.
Ultra Deep. That's when you go in very deep.
God damn it.
There you go. Why don't you inseminate your screen for a second? I'm starting to get the munchies again.
No, bro, please don't do that. That fucks with my eyes. That watch is perfect. That watch is almost perfect for one thing.
What?
Tell me. Why am I not going to buy that watch?
Because there's no date function on it.
If they would have just done that, if they would have done that, they might have actually been able to fucking pull me away from Tudor with that watch.
They would have. But now you're going back to the Pelagos.
Fuck yeah, dude.
The Aquas.
Ooh.
Caliber 400 for $2,900.
Is that the one with the black bezel and the blue dial?
Pancho? It is.
Oh, fuck me, man. God damn.
There you go. Why don't you pull it out? Come on. Look at that beautiful watch. Oh. But for now, we're going to have grilled cheese off the radiator.
It's not like if I want, how much are they saying a month with a firm?
$262, meaning your interest rate is about 15 to 16%.
I don't understand that. Why are they so high?
Who is?
Like, that's for a used one. I guarantee you, if you go on to teddybaldessar.com right now and look at their brand new ones, you could get a brand new Caliber 400 for probably less per month than that used one was.
This is fucking nice.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Look at this banjo. Holy shit. It's very lightly worn. It's worn lightly. The person did a very good job of keeping it together. A piece like this, what do you figure? What would you pay for something like this?
What year is it?
I don't want to give it away.
Well, I
don't shit. All right, don't look at your monitor for a second. Like, give it away.
Heads down.
All right, heads down. All
Yep.
right, fantastic. Dated 1/15/2025.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, can I look back up?
Yes, you can look back up and open your eyes and see with your eyes the watch.
So that's a brand new one. It's a full set.
Yes.
That's probably going to be closer to 6.
You can own this piece. All features. Let's make sure. Original box, papers, warranty card.
How much?
$4,400.
Wow. What size is that?
What's 43 millimeter? What are your financing options? You can pay as little as $214 a month with a firm. What used to be a cap payment. Now that's weekly protection money. For real.
Hold on.
Sometimes he wants another $1,000. That's yeah.
Hold on. Let me look at that. So that's the Omega.
Look at that real quick.
Planet Ocean. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm on Teddy Baldessard right now. I'm just trying to look up. So let's see. It's a Planet Ocean.
Yeah, Planet Ocean. All right. Anyways.
Trying to look
Primo.
up one brand new.
Yeah.
is a reference. Give me 1 second here.
Oh yeah, reference. He's doing a
All right,
reference.
so, bro, to be honest, that is a fucking phenomenal deal.
Yeah, of course it is, isn't it? Sponsored. Here,
I don't understand why that's so cheap for the year and everything. That almost doesn't make sense. A brand new one like that is $8,000.
Ah, what the fuck? It's like half the price.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's it. And again, if I'm not surprised on one hand, but even still, that is kind of low. Omegas do not retain their value that well compared to Rolex. It's very like per model basis. Some models do. Some models hold their value better than others. Is what it comes down to with Omega. That being said,
yeah,
that still even is like okay if it's new for $8,000. I'd expect that to go 55 to 6,000 if it's in that good of condition.
Yeah,
4,400. I mean, it almost makes me think that there's either A, like, what's up with that watch, or B, somebody fucked up and put the wrong price up, and maybe that should have been a 5 instead of a 4 first.
I think so.
Could be. It wouldn't be the first time. I remember years ago when I was bit by the Invicta bug, there was a moment on Shop NBC that they had posted one Invicta for $60. That was normally like a $350 watch. I didn't want to, fuck around. I'm like, man, whatever, because I already had 2 of that model anyway. But a lot of people got it. They got a $300-some Invicta for $60 because somebody fucked up.
Okay.
But once they caught the glitch, then they corrected the price, and But yeah, I mean, so I don't know. That's. But again, they're a totally legit site, so. I don't know if you are in the market for yet another fine timepiece, but if you were thinking about a nice Swiss dive watch, you don't get much better than that one, man. That is a hell of a piece.
Yeah. Is it?
I mean, another thing with me is with my watch collection, the way I'm trying to go, I want variety in movements as well as speed of movements. Okay. So the Omega, the majority of their movements beat at 3.5 hertz, 25,600 vibrations per hour, I believe it is.
Okay.
That's the same as the Longines L888.2 movement that's in my Hydro Conquest.
Okay.
So my next watch that I want, it definitely will be a 4 hertz movement.
Okay.
And the two that the 2 next movement styles that I would like, one being a traditional for me, time and date, and then a GMT. Right. So hence why, it's the Black Bay is probably going to be the next one, but you never know. Might be a Tudor. There's even a slim possibility of a Breitling. And the Aura system, I mean, there's a lot. It just depends. We'll see what kind of mood I'm in when it finally comes time.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Because us watch guys, I'll be the first to say when it comes to buying a watch, we're very moody fucks.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, you know, there have been so many times where I'm like, I'm going to get this watch. I'm going to get this watch. I'm going to get this watch. And at the last minute, I'm like, ooh, but what about this one? So, but admittedly, that was a long time back when I was kind of still trying to figure out what exactly the aesthetic that I really liked in watches was.
Yeah.
Which, you know, I finally came to the conclusion that my number one favorite has and will always be a dive watch.
Okay.
Followed very closely by dress watches, preferably with an integrated bracelet. So like the Royal Oak style, Nautilus, something on that line. Again, I understand that both of those came out of sport watches, but to me, they're on the dressier side. Yeah.
Sure.
You know, I mean, like like I said, you know, another one, you know, that I even thought about as a kind of contingency plan tutor, just in the event that, like, you know, hey, you know, finances, things come up, you know, this thing, the other, maybe, you know, I have to readjust my, you know, monthly, you know, budget and everything.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, what's a contingency plan? If I'm dead set, like, let's just say I'm dead set that I want to get a fucking tutor. That's what I want. Okay. If I can't get the Pelagos, the GMT, what's the third choice? Should always have a backup, you know, right? All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So one, you know, another one, and oh God, I'm so fucking lit. I just fucking lost it. Wow. Oh God. Yeah, I totally just lost it.
Oh, okay. Well, so yeah, I guess that's what we're talking about watches. We're talking about that specific watch that you were all like, you know, about men's watches and all that. Now we all, you know, it depends on how we're feeling and shit like that in terms of the watch that we get and all that. Alright.
Yep.
Then you just kind of went down a dark path.
Well, I was expecting you to give me the last thing that I said. But,
oh. Well,
you know,
you lost train of thought, and then you said you were confused.
Obviously, never mind. It's all good.
चल पुष्पना नहीं करा Joe.
Now I remember. You know, I was talking about the third tutor choice.
Okay.
And that would be the Royal 41 millimeter. I'm going to see if they still had a used one on Joma, because I know they did have one. brand. Tudor. High. Yep. Pre-owned Tudor Royal Automatic 41 millimeter box and papers, $27.95 or $136 a month.
Okay. Wow. Not bad.
And it's the one that has the diamond markers at the
Diamond markers, huh?
it's the 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, and 10 and 11 markers. Those are all diamonds.
Hmm.
And then 6, 3, and the 9 are Roman numerals. And it has the day and the date. So you're basically getting a stainless steel presidential from Rolex with the land dweller style case for a hell of a lot less money. Because again, it's a Tudor, it's Rolex engineering.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I don't know, man. That's the more I look at that, that's a sexy fucking motherfucker. Wow, so is the fucking. I mean, that Pepsi bezel is something else. It really is a hell of a good looking watch. So they have a used Pelagos.
They do.
Only has papers, no box.
Oh.
But $37.95 or $132 a month. That's a 2024. That same one, brand new, $48.50 on Joma. $169 a month. Which is significant. That's basically $1,000 less than getting it from an AD. But your trade-off is you don't get the warranty.
No warranty, yeah.
If you buy it from an AD, then you get the 2 to 5 year warranty that comes, which on one hand it's a big deal. On one hand, I wouldn't even say a big deal. I mean, for that much money,
yeah.
I mean that's a big difference. So okay, so they're asking $169 for a new Pelagos on Joma. Let's see what Teddy wants.
Sure.
And okay. Holy shit. That's one of the newer ones. Oh, that's one of the. Wow. The newest one The brand new, the Pelagos Ultra,
Yeah.
is currently $6,900. The
Pelagos Ultra. Huh?
That's the one that came out this year for 2026. Last year's model, the previous generation, is 6,025 or 209 a month.
Okay.
So 6,000 versus 4,850. That is a pretty fucking big difference. $169 a month versus $209 a month.
Okay.
So,
Oh, all right. Well, I think I'm gonna pass out now. It's almost 1 o'clock.
I'm off tomorrow, thank God. So, yeah. You can take that off the screen now.
Cool.
At least I get to. There you are. How you doing?
All right, man. Well, gotta say goodnight. And peace out for 2 hours of prep talking about watches. Fuck.